Thanks so much for joining. I'm Joe Peterson. I'm the Vice President of Cloud and Security for Clarify 360, and I am here today on behalf of the CTO Advisor and their AWS Everyday series. So today we're going to talk about Route 53 Resolver DNS Firewall. With Route 53 Resolver DNS Firewall, you can filter and regulate outbound DNS traffic for your virtual private cloud, VPC. To do this, you create reusable collections of filtering rules in the DNS firewall rule groups, associate the rule groups to your VPC, and then monitor activity in DNS firewall logs and metrics. Based on the activity, you can adjust the behavior of DNS firewall accordingly. DNS Firewall provides protection for outbound DNS requests from your VPCs. These requests route through Resolver for domain name resolution. A primary use of DNS Firewall protections is to help DNS exfiltration of your data. DNS exfiltration can happen when a bad actor compromises an application instance in your VPC and then uses DNS lookup to send data out of the VPC to a domain they control. With DNS Firewall, you can monitor and control the domains that your applications can query. So you can deny access to the domains that you know to be bad and allow all other queries to pass through. Alternatively, you can deny access to all domains except for the ones that you explicitly trust. You can also use DNS Firewall to block resolution requests to resources in private hosted zones, shared or local, including VPC endpoint names. It can also block requests for public or private Amazon EC2 instance names. DNS Firewall is a feature of Route 53 Resolver and doesn't require any additional Resolver setup to use. So AWS Firewall Manager supports DNS Firewall. You can use Firewall Manager to centrally configure and manage your DNS firewall rule groups associations for your VPCs across your accounts in your AWS organizations. Firewall Manager automatically adds associations for VPCs that come into scope of your Firewall Manager DNS firewall policy. So how does DNS Firewall work with AWS Network Firewall? Well, DNS Firewall and Network Firewall both offer domain name filtering, but for different types of traffic. With DNS Firewall and Network Firewall together, you can configure domain-based filtering for application layer traffic over two different network paths. DNS Firewall provides filtering for outbound DNS queries that pass through the Route 53 resolver from applications within the VPCs. You can also configure DNS Firewall to send custom responses for queries to block domain names. Network Firewall provides filtering for both network and application layer traffic, but does not have visibility into queries made by Route 53 Resolver. Thanks so much for joining.